Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a flip through for you, but also as I was doing some things around the apartment, getting ready to go to the lovely laundromat, I had some thoughts, so I just wrote them all down, and I'm going to share those with you probably at the end of the video or while I'm flipping through. So this is journal number 117. I was working in it from April 12th to April 30th, which is pretty typical time for me. This is an Artist Loft from Michaels, and I've used these before and I really like them. So they take my fountain pens, they take gel pens, and they hold up pretty well. They do have white paper, which I know a lot of people don't like white paper. So maybe this time I'll start at the back, because as you know, if you've been here before, I like to stick things in the back. So this is the back. I think I showed some of these the other day in the video, but that's a postcard from Atlas Stationers, which I got with an order. I bought new luggage for my trip, so that's there. A journaling card, some washi samples, fountain pen wish list, some other things like codes, people's discount codes. This is a cute little store I went to here in Tucson. So I got some stickers. This cat with the hat is one of them. This was my tea. Not only do I love the tea bags and the little sayings, but it makes my notebook smell good. My boarding pass for one of my flights, and then I stopped printing out boarding passes. All this stuff is from my trip to Dallas, so I saved that from my luggage transfer on Southwest Airlines. This was the little envelope thing they put your hotel room key in. Got some washi from Sweet Kawaii Design, so I swatched those. There's a journaling card. This was some washi art that we did at Go Wild using Simply Gilded washi, and I started pretty easily with just, it's like a coloring page with a star, and so that's what I did, and you just cut the washi to fit in there. It was really like relaxing, and I felt so accomplished when I was done. These are swatches of all the washi I got while I was in Texas. Some of it was free, and some of it was stuff that I bought. This came from a box that some of my washi was in. A journaling card, more washi samples and boxes and all of that. We got stuff from Pipsticks, so a whole Hello Kitty sticker kit, so I cut things up. I think this was like an envelope or something, and I cut that up and put it in here. A journaling card, more things, more Hello Kitty. This part came from the postcard, or a brochure they sent us in our welcome box, and instead of saving the whole thing, I just cut out pieces of it. Here's some stickers and more things that I cut from the brochure. I really loved this, and I decided not to do a separate memory journal because I like to keep all my stuff together. That way, like when I was still working in this and Go Wild was over, I could flip back and look at this stuff. And I'll always know where it is. So more stickers from Go Wild. These are cards I got in an Erin Condren order. A postcard from Vancouver that a couple of my friends sent me. I got some fountain pen ink, so I cut up the box. More tea bags. And here's the box from my tea, and I just put more stickers on here. So, I guess while I flip through, because I know some people just like to see the flip throughs, even though my pages really aren't that exciting, but I did want to talk about some things that have been on my mind. Oh, so actually this is the day my wallet was stolen. I had it in my pocket and it fell out in the parking lot here at my apartment, and I realized like literally a minute later, and I went back out and it was gone. There was only one guy out there, so I know he took it. I don't mind that he took the cash, but I felt so violated that he wouldn't turn in the wallet with all of my cards and stuff. And then, I mean, I canceled everything and it ended up being okay, but like silly little things, like I hardly carry much in my wallet, but I did have my Starbucks Gold card, and I have like one of the original Starbucks Gold cards, and so that was in there, which I don't use the card, I use my app, but still I've had that card for like years. So I was really bummed out about that and just hating living here. It was also my son's birthday on the 14th, and he and his girlfriend got in a huge fight that day, the 13th, when my wallet was stolen. So I ended up spending some time over at his place and talking to him, and he's moving back to Massachusetts, and that's a whole thing. So that there was a lot of writing to do about there and a lot of frustration to work through. Yeah, I mean, I was so upset about my wallet, and it seemed like no one cared here, so that was just not cool. But then it made me rethink things. Anyway, you'll see ink is changing. It's my fountain pens, different fountain pens. Some have a medium nib, some have a finer nib. And these were mostly cartridges. I just started getting into filling the ink or my pens from the ink bottles, so not all of my pens are filled from bottles, but some have cartridges. If you're not into fountain pens and you're confused, just let me know. I can explain it. Oh, so here I was getting ready to go to Texas. I know I didn't write in the morning because my flight was at 6. And I know I talked about this in my Go Wild video that when I came, I got to Texas on a Wednesday, and everything starts on Thursday for most people, but I had seen in some other videos that people said, oh, come on Wednesday so you can get settled. So I did, but I didn't know anyone, and it was just awkward, and I felt sad, and I was like, why did I spend all this money to come, blah blah blah. But then it ended up working out because Thursday morning I got in touch with somebody who ended up being a good friend, and we spent the whole weekend together. So yeah, so I did bring my journal to Go Wild, and I was just writing. I reflected on some of the speakers. I did have this notebook that I brought to write about the speakers. I just realized I never turned my ring light on. All right. Anyway, I did have this notebook that I brought to write about the speakers, but you know, you can only write so much when people are talking. So I did write more in my journal, and then I wrote in the airport because Sunday when I was leaving, I got to the airport really early so I could just relax and get coffee and write and stuff. So I did, and then yeah, and then I was back here. So yeah, just lots and lots of writing, and the different color pens, and sorry if my hand's in the way, but I mean, my usual washi and stickers. Here I started talking about planning a trip back to the East Coast in July. I feel like if I have something to look forward to, like a trip or a big event or something, then my mood stays better. So I talk a lot about fountain pens. I gotta be honest, I do a lot of writing about things that you might think are trivial, but it makes sense to me. Right here, what day was this? I don't know what day it was, but I was like, I'm hoping to get to 500 soonish. I still need like 800 hours of watch time to get monetized. So now I have passed 500 subscribers. Thank you all for being here. I'm working on the watch hours so that I can do more of what I love. These are the journal tag 10 questions that I put in here. And just more writing. Different colored inks. Here I was using up a really bright orange gel pen, and you can see it didn't last that long for me. Here I started doing, you can see these little squares. I do little swatches of the inks I have in the pens that I'm currently using, like these. Today I have 6 here, so, but I cleaned out one today and then loaded another. Yeah, so this is my flip through. If you have any questions about it, leave them in the comments below. I always try to respond to questions. And now I just have some things that I wrote out. Now, I will obviously stick these notes in my journal, but it was like, I needed to write it down quick, so I wrote it on some stationery and just cut it up. But I had some thoughts about journaling because I see some things happening in our journal community, and sometimes it can be upsetting, or you just wonder why things happen. Like, feel like people lose focus of why they're here. So anyway, so my thoughts about journaling. Journaling is for you. It's a form of self-expression. Self-expression means the expression of one's feelings, thoughts, or ideas, especially in writing, art, or music, or dance. I forgot that part. So we all have different ways of expressing ourselves, and for me, I do lots and lots of writing. Other people might do art. You know, I watch lots and lots of channels, and follow lots of people, and they do things that I don't do, but that's their strength. It's not mine. So know your strengths and make sure you're being yourself. When individuals are confident with authentic expression, this can lead to healthy connections, communication, and respectful boundary setting within relationships. And I really like that about our journaling community, because I feel like most people have their own little niche, and yes, we support each other and respect each other, and we like to watch each other's videos, but we do different things, and I think that's important to keep doing that. Not that because I did a flip through, nobody else can do a flip through, but your flip through will look different than my flip through. And I think that's important, to always be different, always be yourself. I was thinking about this, I was like brushing my teeth, and I was like, my yearbook quote was about marching to the beat of your own drummer. Now, I'm not going to tell you how long it was that I graduated high school. It was a long time, but that's kind of been my motto for years. So be your own person. In addition, or along with that, because let's face it, we're on YouTube right now. YouTube is also a form of self-expression, and your channel should be about you and your ideas, and not like, there's no one way to do YouTube. So for example, I don't do a lot of haul videos. I obviously buy things, but I just don't always feel comfortable showing them off. And it's not like the showing off, because a lot of shopping for me is like kind of tied with my moods, and so I don't always show things off, and it's just not my thing. And I've also noticed that people don't come to my channel to see my hauls. Like, those are always like some of my least popular videos. So yeah, once in a while I might do a haul, but I feel like that's not my thing. But for other people it is. Like, I love to go see what people bought, or if they bought a new fountain pen, or they were shopping at Dollar Tree or whatever. I love to watch haul videos. It's just not my thing. So in the same way we're all journaling for our own self-expression, YouTube should be an extension of that. Like, know your place and what, because also I feel like, sorry, I like, this is my anxiety. I see like a spot and I have to clean it up. Anyway, yeah. And then what else? Using journaling to grow So that's one thing I like to do if someone has hurt me or I have a hard situation with somebody, either online or in person. I try to work it out. Like, I spend a lot of pages writing about how frustrated I was that someone stole my wallet, and like, you know, not necessarily like just going crazy, being negative, but then I was thinking, oh, maybe they're that desperate, they need the money, but they didn't need all my cards, blah, 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 you know. Sometimes, or this is what I find, it's easier to work out the situation on paper and get the anger and frustration or sadness or whatever out of you. Sorry for the leaf blowers outside. It's Arizona hot here and I have my windows open. But anyway, how can you fix the situation for next time? So that's what I do. Do you need to set up boundaries? What's making you uncomfortable? I know on one of the videos I did last week, somebody put a political post. Somebody I haven't seen on my channel. And I was going to respond. And then I was like, nope, just deleting it. It's gone. I'm not thinking about that. And sometimes you just need to, instead of reacting, just think about it and protect your peace. Oh my God. Sorry, everybody. I think they're actually on the front side of my apartment doing the stairs. Protect your peace, put yourself and your feelings. Oh, when you're putting yourself and your feelings online, it isn't easy. You don't need to engage with rude or hateful people, which is what I did with the comment. Just delete it, move on. You can block people, you can block words, whatever it is. Just remember there's far more good people out there to engage with. So you don't need to engage with every single person who comes to your channel. I'm just saying this as reminders to myself. I'm not trying to preach or teach, but, and yeah, the last thing I have is just be you. Be your authentic self. And authentic means not false or copied, genuine, real. So, yeah, that's all I have for today. It is Monday when I'm filming this, but I'm going to put it up Tuesday morning. And I thank you all for being here. And this was a lot more long-winded than I had thought, but when the ideas pop in my head, I have to share them. So thanks again for being here, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.